my question to everybody was, what should he do? Should he not call the police because he's a civilian?
Right.
So should he not call the police if he feel that his life is in danger?
Because rappers are the people that he beef with, and rappers and there's people that commentate on Charleston White act like he's wrong or that he shouldn't, if need be, call the police if his life is threatened, if he gotta defend his life. I'm just going off of what he says in his videos. He said, if he gotta shoot you because you attacked him, or if you threatening his life, he'll call the cops.
Right.
So him as a civilian, being as somebody that's not at least currently in the streets, of course the rappers are mad at him for reporting things to the police. But as a civilian, what should he do? When I say civilian, I mean not a street nigga, not somebody that's a criminal.
Right.
Promoting that lifestyle.
Well, maybe he shouldn't be promoting that lifestyle that he's in the game.
What game was he? What game?
Is he out here acting like he's thug with it, that he will shoot you in the face?
Okay. Yes, but I'll shoot you in the face too.
Right.
But I'm not a criminal.
But out here, is he pushing gang? Like he in the gang life?
No. Charleston White is not
in the gang.
Charleston White whole MO is to denounce gang culture.
Okay, come on.
Denounce the criminal lifestyle.
Okay.
Right.
But at the same time, like I just told you, I said I'll shoot a motherfucker in the face too, if need be, because even though I'm not in the criminal lifestyle, I know that there's a legal way to harm somebody particularly in self-defense.
Right.
In many states in America, you can legally harm somebody.
Right.
If it's self-defense. Charleston White is on the same type of time. He's saying that if you try to harm me, I will legally kill you because this gun I got is legal.
Right.
And I got a license and I bought this gun legally.
Right.
So when I kill you after you try to fuck with me, it'll be
legally
legal. And
I'll go through the court system, but I'm going home.
Floor, I'll call the cops to come pick you up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's saying.
Okay, I got what you're saying.
So this is what's going on, right? So, all right. So he should call the police.
Yeah, he should call the police if his life is in danger.
Right.
But is he trying to put it out there like, I'm calling the police so I don't have to shoot you in the face? Or is he just like, I'm calling the police because I'm defending my life?
What he's doing is...
But sometimes he according to him, he called the cops before the actual altercation happened. He be calling the cops, because the nigga threatened him.
But he's exposing niggas because, like, I'm sitting back watching it. He's exposing niggas to show them that if you just this big old gangster and you don't give a damn about nothing and you'll shoot up the block and you'll do this and that, then he's proving that these niggas are afraid to go to jail.
Right.
So as long as niggas are, he understands that niggas are afraid to go to jail, he's gonna say what he want and he's gonna disrespect who he wants because he knows that even though you might say that you tough and all that, you're just tough to black people.
Right. That's the reality of being a street nigga. That's the reality of being a black person in the hood, getting your money in the streets. Is that really you're a tough guy to me. Mm-hmm. You're a tough guy to the nigga that's on your block. But to anybody with real power or authority, like i.e. the police, the government, anybody with any real structure and power, you are a useless enemy.
Right.
The street niggas try to act like they're like the end all and be all of like masculinity and strength, when really you're just street punk.
You only right.
God,
really, you just a scared boy trying to make a little money on the corner.
Right.
But you don't have any real authority or power.
Right.
Right. So check this out. I don't want to forget this, man, because I forgot it the first time. I was just talking until we came back around in my mind. So the criminal element in the inner city. It's relatively small to the actual percentage of black men that's actually in the hood.
Okay, before you bring it out, I'm thinking about the conversation we had later today. To preface that, what you about to say is that they're mad at Charleston White, not because they're mad at Charleston White for calling the cops and whatnot. Okay, here's the thing. We all thought that only street people that was in the streets people that was criminals were supposed to uphold the street code.
Right.
Charleston White is somebody that's not in the streets.
Right.
Of course, he got a checkered past when he was young, when he was like a teenager.
Right.
But currently, at least, as a grown man, he's not in the streets. He's not a criminal. So he shouldn't have to, according to what I heard, what I was taught, he shouldn't have to adhere to the street code.
Right.
So really what it comes down to, if you're a black man in this country, you're expected to adhere to a street code, even if you aren't.
Right.
If you grew up in the hood, if you grew up around black people,
right,
you are expected to adhere to some street code, even when you're not when you a nigga that go to work and clock in,
right,
you a nigga that stay out the fucking way,
right.
For some reason, a regular nigga is supposed to adhere to some type of street code. When why the fuck would he? How is it advantageous for somebody that's not in the streets,
right, to
not call the police if somebody is threatening their life? To not call the police and they have to defend themselves physically. How is that? Now, if I'm a nigga that's on the corner selling packs every day and I get into it with niggas and I'm shooting it out with niggas, it's not advantageous for me to call the cops because I'm in this altercation because I'm selling packs every day.
Right.
I'm out here selling drugs. But if I'm just a regular guy that get in a fight or argument on the internet and somebody threaten my life, or I get in a fight at a bar and I gotta whoop somebody's ass. After that ass whooping, or once I see the threat online, why couldn't I call the cops?
Right.
Because really, if I want to continue to not go to jail, not be a criminal, I gotta make sure me and the cops understand that this is self-defense.
Right.
He's threatening. He's threatening me. He harmed me.
Right.
So when I knocked his ass clean the fuck out, it was his fault.
Right.